I have in my work, as you know, and anybody else who read it, I have what the world chooses to call freaks. Normally, I never call them that or think of them that way. I call them anything, people who have special considerations under God. And it is true. All kinds of freaks in my work. In the very first book, there's a midget with the biggest foot in the world. It's 27 inches long, I think, and 13, 14 inches wide. And there are people with various and sundry deformities, hurts from the world, blind, crippled, whatever, in my work. And from the beginning, I was asked, why do you have those in your work? All right, let's just quietly back up to the beginning. I think a case could probably be made for the fact that this stuff got into my fiction, because I myself, as a little boy, last part of 4 and all of 5, if I got it right, my legs were drawn up, my heels against my buttocks, and they stayed there for you. It started drawing up slow, just so slow. And till they was tight as a drum, both heels and they stayed there a year. We had a doctor come out there, and we had a specialist come from Baxley, Dr. Branch. Dr. Sharp came from Alma, and they said it's probably polio. That's what, they said infantile paralysis, because that's what they all said. It's probably infantile paralysis, and but we're not sure. And they didn't say they weren't sure about this. They said categorically, they said flat out, but whatever it is, he'll never walk again. Just to learn how to walk all over again, I fell in a boiler of boiling water when we were killing hogs. For those people that don't know, you can skin a hog, but you don't normally. You just dip them in water that's right at the boiling point, drag them out, and with a butter knife, you can scrape them, and that hair will come off as slick as, they'll be like a baby. And that's why the water was that hot. They pulled a hog out, I went in. And I mean, the doctor said if my head had gone under, that I would have died. And I burned back and legs and arms and whatever. And over and above that, first thing Ma did, she got to me, and my uncle was at his place. They wrapped me in a sheet. When they finally did get me to the doctor, it took him forever to get me out of that sheet. They did it out of care and concern and love and the rest of it. And it was the worst thing in the world they could have done. You and I are able to hide so much. As a matter of fact, most of what is most important to you and I as human beings, we're able to hide. That is to say, it could be that you think your right foot is turning into a Cocker Spaniel. And every evening when you come home from work, you put your briefcase in, you say hello to your wife, you say hi to your kids, you go in the kitchen, you wait till everything's cool, you get a can of Alpo. You got another dog out in the yard, you get a can of Alpo. You put it, I'll just wash up for dinner, honey. You go in the bathroom, you open a can of Alpo, you take your shoe off, and you give the Alpo to your foot. Man, you don't eat it, of course, but you just do it. This is some kind of thing that's in you, some kind of psychological twisted thing. You can't help it, you do it. But you can, as long as you take care of your wife, as long as you put on your clothes, go to work every morning, as long as everything's going to be all right. So you can hide it. Now let me tell you, if you've got something right in the middle here that looks, I saw this guy in a carnival, that looked just like a third eye. It's not, it's just a mouth deformity, but it looked just like a third eye right in the middle. Or if you've got not a hair lip, man, but a hair face, your whole face is divided somehow. Or you got an ear one ear down here and one ear up here. Your whole life, every corner you turn, you will meet a face that will be a mirror to give you back the horror of what you are.